Okay, it's still February 12th. I'm doing a part 2. Oh, I forgot to mention a few things. Chris, a message for you. If in fact you forget, I don't want you to forget, everybody in this country except me that has paid taxes to the federal government is guilty of killing innocent men, women, and children, including, unfortunately, all the people involved in the theater shooting at Aurora, all the people that were victims, all their relatives. You all have a collective called the United States of America. And I hate to say it, the parents as well at Sandyhook. How can you grieve over your children when your tax dollars are paying to kill children through Obama's signature or George Bush's signature on a military directive to kill innocent men, women, and children, even if it's by accident in other countries? Remember in my other videos I told you people DNA is special. You never know where the next bright person is going to come from. It could come from that person that was that place that was last bombed by a cruise missile or a drone. And these people say, oh, we can surgically strike out the enemy. You know, these military people need to put their kids in the same place that they're targeting, next to the same place, and see how they feel. Anyway, so don't forget, Chris, that if in fact you are arrested, and I advise not to be arrested, I mean, it's the end of your life unless you really are innocent, and there is some form of conspiracy against you by the LAPD, but if in fact you know, you do get caught and you're brought to trial, remember this: the judge that's talking, and you can use this video as an example and tell your attorneys about it. The judge that's talking pays taxes. He kills innocent men, women, and children. So he's not able to sit in judgment over you or any other criminal. That goes for every judge all the way to the United States Supreme Court. State, federal, and local. Every officer doesn't have a right to arrest you because they're murderers too. Every attorney really doesn't have a right to represent you because you're being represented by a murderer. The jury has no right to be in judgment over you because they also pay taxes and are guilty of killing children indirectly in other countries. Why do we have terrorism? Because you kill their relatives. These families have big families over there. Osama bin Laden has like 17 kids, multiple kids, and those kids grow up, they become aunts and uncles. You go kill their relatives, what do you think they're going to think about Americans? It doesn't take a big brain to realize it's McCoy-Hatfield feud forever. You got one antagonism, one bit of revenge going after another bit of revenge, and it's never going to stop. So you tell me who's right and wrong in all this. If anybody's right, it's me. It's me who should have been in power a long time ago. And believe me, now, at this point, you're beyond the point of no return. I wouldn't want to be in power for all the money in the world, or maybe even the money in the universe. It could be filled with, if you had the power to fill the whole universe with money, or an unending supply of money, what good does it do you if you're going to die anyway? And if your life has been compromised and all of your self-respect, your plans, your hobbies have been destroyed, like mine have been destroyed. Indiscriminately, police officers, parking enforcement, tow yards, going beyond the course and scope of their employment and doing things that ruin a person's life. And they're murderers on top of it, because they go home and they pay taxes, and they're guilty of killing children too. So everybody in the United States that's ever paid any kind of federal tax is guilty of killing, including the news media. So if you look at it, Chris, from my viewpoint, yeah, it's not worth living. If I had an easy way of dying or self-injecting myself, I would probably do so and just die, rather than continue living with a bunch of people that don't deserve the genius of my DNA. Remember what I said, it's gambling with the most precious thing of all. You never know who has the right sequence of DNA that's going to come up with some new thing that will help the planet be better. Like my spherical oil tanker, when I invented it in the late 70s, or the two-story house that would have put a dent in the huge droughts that take place in this country, or the depleting water supply of the aqueducts that are under the United States, the water table. It's being depleted faster than it can be replenished naturally by the cycle of rains and stuff, and snow, of course. So, you know, I can weave a tale that can go on forever, but for what? I mean, you know, you people have already done your damage. I'm on a bicycle. I can't recover my buses, my cars, my custom bus. That bus, my 1948 Brill, was my home for more than 20 years, and for you people to have taken all my valuables away from me, all my stuff from school, from junior high, from high school, birth certificates, you've destroyed everything. You've also destroyed my older twin stuff because we shared a lot of places. So you've taken everything from me and destroyed it. So I'm supposed to think good about your country? Like I said in my part 1, the word hate is a beautiful and lovely word compared to the word I really want to call the United States of America, especially California and Texas and any other state that I lived in where I was given nothing but problems as a kid, as a young adult, and now as an older person. Like I said, there isn't a negative enough word to describe and how much I want to see this country destroyed completely and absolutely, because nobody on this planet and all the people banded together can return the things that were taken from me. And you certainly, even if you could do that, you certainly aren't going to be able to return 30 years or 20 years or even 10 years of my life. And my older twin, he's never going to do a video. He doesn't want to do a video. He hates all of you. I mean, like I said, my word, the word hate, is a lovely word compared to what I think of you. You don't even want to hear what my older twin says about you. He goes ballistic when I even mention the word United States of America. So you've done damage that cannot be repaired. Cannot be repaired to the DNA of all the children that you've killed. I wish I could have brought my reminder pictures so I could put it up here in front of the camera and show you the pictures of all the dead children. If you go back and search back far enough on all my videos, you'll see a picture of them. Up front, right there, there's the pictures of wounded children who've lost their arms and legs and all that from the bombings of American bombs, not of suicide bombers, but American bombs, your tax-paying bombs. So, you know, there isn't much to say now, except that I wanted to cover that base for you, Chris. Remember, the people that come after you are the same. You're being accused of murder, haven't been convicted, haven't been arrested yet to be arraigned to be accused of murder. Remember this, those people are murderers too. And you will be silenced if you try to say the stuff I'm saying, because you'll be under their thumb, under court, like my twin has been in court and wasn't allowed to speak to the judge directly. You know, this is where your system is evil. The accused should always be allowed to say something along with their attorney, so long as their attorney approves of it, even if it's in written form or if it's in a taped form. So at least the judge and the jury can hear directly how they feel about how they're being treated, how they feel that the injustice is taking place. Otherwise, it's an unfair system. It's evil. And the jury is just as much a murderer as you are, Chris, if in fact you are a murderer. Because, let me tell you, when it comes to proving you're a murderer and come to proving they're murderers, there's more proof in proving the judge is a murderer, your attorneys, defending attorney's a murderer, the jury's a murderer. There's more proof in all the taxpayers knowing that they are in fact indirect murderers. They're also blasphemers of the name of God. If they're Christian, every dollar, every penny has the name of God on it. So they're paying their tax dollars with the name of God on it. So they're not only murderers, they're also blasphemers who are murderers, who are blaspheming the name of God, using God's name to kill innocent children in other countries. goodbye, United States of America. You really are evil. And I will continue to repeat it over and over again like a broken record until you people finally are on your knees to an empty sky going, God, forgive us, for we have done so much wrong, and we did wrong to Caesar, we did wrong to his twin. How do we go about getting forgiveness? Well, let me tell you, if there really is a God, I wouldn't want God to forgive any of you. You're all evil. You're all evil because not one of you that was in a good position would come forward to try and protect me, to protect my possessions. The labors of love that I was supposed to enjoy were taken from me. Everything I worked for the last 30 years destroyed by your city of Los Angeles. And that crappy Charlie Beck who thinks, I'm not opening a new investigation because I'm trying to appease Dorner. I'm opening it because I want the world to see that the LAPD is transparent. Yeah, it's transparent, all right. And I can see right through the LAPD. Not only is it transparent, when I look through them, I see nothing but murderers. Okay? Every badge that has that black dot cross on it is a murderer. Every person wearing that badge is a murderer. They should be wearing a badge of the children of Iraq and Afghanistan with a black thing across there saying, we're so sorry, we're ass jerks that have killed so many children with our tax dollars. That's what the police should be wearing. And those bumper stickers they used to put on the back of their cars, there's no excuse for domestic violence. What's the difference? Why do you have to pick and choose and separate the kind of violence like domestic violence, foreign violence, personal violence? Or now you're separating the definition of it. God, you people really are crazy. I can't believe how crazy you are, and why the media is just as idiot. You should have seen him this morning talking about, this and that, and what are you doing to catch Chris Dorner, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, and you spew out your vomit, mainstream media, on the people as well, and the people spew their vomit back by paying taxes. Like I saw all my videos say it. You need to go back and really study all those videos and take notes. You're the contradictory personalities. You're the bipolar personalities. You're the people that need psychiatrists, not people like me. I'm more sane than the whole world put together. I know more in this little finger than your whole planet. And you know how I know that? DNA. Special DNA born in a certain configuration that will never be repeated ever again. That's the gamble you took. That's the gamble you people took with me. And you lost. You lost big time.